toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on third. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. The Ravens at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gibbs on the toss left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. But you look at this defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Goff. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Goff now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Second and 12.
Super one.
Gone. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
The Brand a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now a stoppage for the injury, and that's Leonard Fournette, who's going to get some medical attention, so hold everything here. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now Jackson. The bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Lions 0.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there.
53 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action now. Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now gone. That one let go deep for Laporta. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Goff. It's caught. Lockett. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the 50, it's gone. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again. Goff. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Goff on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Rakiasin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
The focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. It's that they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. It's Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson.
Lucky guy.
And this is back to a 5-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Flowers. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Mitchell now off the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Another run with Mitchell. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game.
So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown is third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Super 66, hey, 5. Turbo.
Here's Goff.
Pass to the tight end, Laporta.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Done. Hey, 76. 76.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go, John. 76, tell him. 76. Yep,
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Goff connects with St. Brown.
And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
76.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Right side to Williams.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Out of the gun, Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Goff looking to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
A give here to Mitchell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Yo. 180. What a shot.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Now Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
17.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
from 3 yards out.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this.
That's how you get it done, boys.
With smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened.